So it's been about 2 weeks now since the Deadlock matchmaking and ranked update, but as always, the Deadlock community is still asking when the next update will be and what it will contain. Will we get more new heroes soon, or potentially more map updates? Well, today we got a lot of brand new information about the leaked PvE game mode coming to Deadlock. And this is not a small leak. There is a lot of information to discuss here, like loot mechanics, boss fights, along with a potential release window for the mode itself. So if you're excited about the future of Deadlock and you aren't already subscribed, make sure to click the subscribe button, as this channel is the #1 source for Deadlock news and updates, and you won't want to miss any of it. The Deadlock PvE game mode has been a leak that we've been talking about for a few months now, and it all originated from this map leak that you've probably seen before at this point. This is a render of what the PvE map looked like around 4 to 5 months ago. I've been told directly from some leakers that the mode has since gone through some changes, but it still 100% exists, just in a different form than what it was back then. Since the initial leak, we haven't had many updates on it until recently. If you watched my video from last week, you will remember that there was some new lines of code added to the game files about a PvE bot match. In the game files, this is categorized as a game mode, and is separate from the current AI or bot mode that you can play, where you play a standard Deadlock match but the players are AI controlled. Today, a ton of new information has been leaked about the PvE game mode and how it functions, how the items will work, and how far away it is from release. Of course, when it comes to leaks, always take everything with a grain of salt, as this information has not been confirmed at all. But it's always fun to theorize and speculate about what the future of Deadlock might hold. So let's start with what this mode actually is, according to these leaks. Deadlock Project 8 posted on Twitter saying this: some insider info regarding Deadlock PvE. The PvE mode features 4 game variants and 7 different stages. Heroes have a progression system and a personal artifact, currently one of the testing options. In this mode, you will kill monsters and get a chest containing an item. In one of the variants, the chests drop from bosses. In another, they are rewarded for completing a challenge, potentially along the lines of kill 100 monsters using the first skill and get upgrades beneficial for your first skill. Items can stack and be upgraded similarly to Street Brawl, but you'll get 4 items, and each duplicate will affect the damage percentage or radius. So we've theorized for some time now that this PvE mode would be similar to a horde mode and be wave based, where you would kill waves of monsters or minions and work your way up to a boss fight. This all sounds pretty similar to a roguelike, and we know that Hopoo Games, the creators of Risk of Rain and Risk of Rain 2, are likely working on this mode, as they were hired by Valve earlier this year. So for this mode to be similar to a game like Risk of Rain is not out of the question. There is actually already a mechanic in the game that will drop items on the ground similar to the golden statue buffs. You can do this in the command console with the command Citadel Spawn Pickup item. Project 8 provided some video of this mechanic functioning in the hideout. This exact mechanic could be the one that will spawn items for you when completing these challenges or defeating a boss. Deadlock Project 8 also said that the number of items and possible upgrades is limited. There are also legendary items from Street Brawl, as well as a new type of item called artifacts that have a separate inventory slot. The legendary items from Street Brawl being inside this mode is something that we've also theorized in the past. You may also remember these leaked cursed items from a while back, and maybe this new item type called artifacts is the evolution of these cursed items from a few months ago. In this leak, there was also some information on the boss fights and objectives. Project 8 says that bosses can disable your stamina and items and affect both you and the monsters in general. The final objectives differ for each mode, but exact descriptions are not available yet. In reality, this is the exact same thing that happened with Street Brawl. Valve threw in a wide variety of ideas and is currently testing them. For those who don't remember, there were initially many different rumors about how Street Brawl worked, but the final 4v4 system, random items, and round-based combat remained. So it seems like with all this information, the PvE mode will be similar to a wave-based roguelike, where defeating monsters and bosses will make you more powerful as you continue to progress through objectives. But I also did say that we potentially know when this mode will be releasing. Deadlock UA also put out a tweet and gave us a summary of all this information and more new information on the development and release timeline. Deadlock UA says that PvE might be coming in August, and here's the rough gameplay overview. There's waves of monsters and bosses. You kill monsters to earn souls and buy chests. Items drop from chests, and duplicate items will level you up. You can discard items, and there's legendary items plus even higher rarities. Deadlock UA says the new item type is called disposables. They have their own dedicated slot and disappear after use. This could be what Deadlock Project 8 was referring to as artifacts. Chests can also be earned by completing challenges. And this mode's testing is currently underway and has been testing for the past 1.5 weeks. Just last month, Yoshi told us what updates we'll be getting next, and a rough timeline of when we can expect them. He first said that we would be getting a matchmaking and ranked update, which we have now had for 2 weeks. He then said that we can expect an item-focused update followed by a major content update. He didn't know in what order these updates would be releasing, so it's not far-fetched to say that the major content update could be coming next instead of the item-focused update. If you remember from a few months ago, a Dota 2 data miner by the name of Dota DM said that he thinks 5 new heroes will be released right after the Dota 2 International. The Dota 2 International takes place August 20th to 23rd in Shanghai, China. So this theory of Valve waiting to release the major content update for Deadlock until after one of the biggest gaming events of the year kind of makes sense. And this timeline that we got from Yoshi matches up. So the going theory in the community now is that we will see a major content update near the end of August. The other theory is that Valve may just announce this update, and it could be the public release of the game, coming at the end of Season 1 of Deadlock on October 8th. Let me know all your thoughts on the leaked PvE game mode in the comments. Does it sound fun, and would you be interested in playing it? What other things would you like to see in this game mode? Based on the leaks, it seems like they are still testing a lot of things, so throw me all of your ideas in the comments. New mechanics, boss ideas, item ideas, let me know all of it. Once again, take all this information with a grain of salt, as these are just leaks at the end of the day, and we know that Deadlock leaks can't always be trusted. As I say at the end of all of my videos, Deadlock is going to continue to grow in 2026, so make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any Deadlock news and updates in the future. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, comment Yoshi to let him know that we're watching. As always, I'll catch you in the next video. Later.